Takže ideme na tebe dva rozprúdiť. Máme tu 580. relaxačný tréningový deň. 21.6.2025. Je sobota aj zo zhýbo žruty. 15, 15, 14, 14, 13, 13, 12, 12, 11, 11. Predné, zadné, predné, zadné. Ideme na hneď prvú várku 15, 15, začneme 19.44. Várka 15, 15 je za logiskou termozvukovú stopu. Či sa točí ako má, alebo sa netočí. Takže ideme na tebe dva rozprúd. Poďme tohto komika. Nemá druhú sériu, 14.
Throne Liberty is currently struggling in keeping players right now. What you usually see in Throne Liberty is some new events being announced, like events on events, some okay events, some whatever events. Not much content. You have a little bit of earring or an accessory or a gear piece coming to the game here and there, but nothing really unique or new, and none of the main problems are being fixed. Today, like I watched some videos where people are quitting or why they quit, but most of the players have been like super hardcore players. But today I want to check out like more of players that probably didn't compete in the end game, how the experience is for them. So today we're going to be checking out Gungu Guns Gaming and why he thinks Throne Liberty failed and why he won't survive 2026. So let's just jump into it. All right.
And welcome back to the channel. I'm Gunko Guns, your mustache tour guide to the
I will post his channel in the description if you guys want to check out his channel.
ruins of a once great MMO, and today we're firing up this old disappointment wagon, taking it for one last joyride through Throne and Liberty. Yes, remember that game we all had high hopes for? The one that was supposed to change MMOs forever?
I mean, I don't think it was supposed to change MMOs forever. The thing with MMO or MMO players is that we're looking for any good MMO, any decent MMORPG, properly made. Because there's a bunch of MMOs, don't get me wrong, guys. If you look on all platforms, this MMOs probably being released every single month, but they're dog. Proper good MMOs come out like maybe one every year, or maybe one every 2 years. So when people first looked at Throne Liberty, people were like, yo, this game looks dog, because it was going to be like mobile, console, static combat, all that stuff. So people were really like, yo, this is game changing, but then they made some changes and it became like a proper playable MMO. So again, it was like a fun and cool MMO to play. And
No ideme na tretiu sériu. 13, 13, predné, zadné.
Well, it has. It changed them by showing everyone exactly what not to do. It's been, what, a month or two since I last touched this thing? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The game was dying. And now, it's not just dying, it's coughing blood, writing its last will, asking Alexa to play My Chemical Romance.
That's
I
crazy.
checked the charts this morning, under 11,000 players. That
Actually, let me check the charts. All right, we have the charts here. This is Monday early, so of course a lot of people are playing, but the peak is still pretty good. Let's see. I mean, the peak has been around, it is obviously dropping 1 month, dropping for 20K, but it's the peak slowly going down, but it's trying to hang on the 18, 17K. And this is just PC players too. I mean, with the console, it's probably like double, maybe, because console don't have that much MMOs to play, right? So maybe double the numbers, but I feel like it has, of course stagnated, but it's found like a good place number-wise. But it's still going to be losing players because they're not doing anything or any changes.
That's
Right?
not player base, guys. That's a
It's an okay player base still. I mean, it's a new MMO, so you know, you can't expect the numbers to be higher, but it's a decent player base, especially for MMOs in general. It's pretty high, probably in the top 10 player base wise, especially on Steam.
mildly successful YouTube short. So grab yourself a drink, maybe something stronger, you're gonna need it. And let's ask the real questions. Why did Throne of Liberty fail? And more importantly, will it even exist in
Ideme
2026?
štvrtá séria. 12-12.
Alright, let's see what he has to say.
All right, thank you guys again very much for being here. Honestly,
I mean, it's definitely not surviving 2026 because the title is Will it survive 2026? No, that's not happening. Will it survive through 2025? That is the real question. Then you're asking me the
every
question.
single one of you, thank you for supporting my videos all this time. Let's dive in. Here are my top reasons why Throne of Liberty flopped harder than a fish on a trampoline, and why. I don't think it's going to survive 2026. It'll be in a corner somewhere clinging to life and whispering about its potential, right? I had a lot of fun in Throne of Liberty. Let me just say that off the bat. But honestly, there are some game design flaws that I think caused this whole damn thing. Anyway, these reasons aren't in any particular order because, quite frankly, they all suck equally. Let's start with the big one. And again, this is, I think, the top reason why this game really failed in the first place. Throne and Liberty is not for casual players. I know somebody in the comments going to be like, oh, well, I'm okay with that. Dude, just listen. Just give me a minute, okay? Give me 1 minute.
I mean, I've been saying this too. It was really hard and rough because I made a video of this from T1 to T2, and I was like, it's going to be really hard for T2 or new players to come back into the game because you need insane amount of materials and insane amount of everything, and the game does not give you enough. And people are like, no, Spid, you're just yapping, you know what you're talking about. And because as a T1 player, I already had stuff ready, right? Because I was grinding and farming, and I was like, if a new player comes back, or a player comes back at all to the game, or new players come into the game, they have no chance of keeping up.
Ideme na poslednú sériu, piatu. 11-11.
Actually coming into
Predné
the game
zadné.
for Talantre.
It is a grind fest of biblical proportions. If you don't have 8+ hours a day to lose, sorry, invest, you're not going to get anywhere. It's like trying to win the Indy 500 on a damn bicycle. Not gonna happen, dude. Now look, every successful MMO ever has had a solid gearing path, but the smart ones designed it so normal humans can actually keep up, you know? People with jobs, families, hobbies that don't involve farming the same mob until your monitor begs you for mercy.
I mean, yes and no.
Ale je to za nami. Ale je to za nami. 580. relaxačný tréningový deň za nami, bol 21.6.2025. Skončili na 19.53. Sobota segment trval 9 minút 20 sekúnd.